Vodafone presents the pre-match.
Welcome back to the North American ESL Pro League. Here at Matchday number 10, it's time for the final game of Matchday number 10. We're going to be taking a look at Luminosity versus compLexity for our final two maps of the day.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I think this might be the last series that I cast for quite a while, so I'm starting to get a little upset. It's coming to the end.
Sad, Pilly. It's all right. We'll have some fun these last two maps. We'll enjoy them. Have a good time. But yeah, look, it should be a good series. I think this one, we've had, what, bottom of the table matchup, number 11 versus number 12, and then 1 versus 11. And then now we've got 10 versus 9, I think. This is based on the standings at the start of the day. I'm not sure how they will have changed based on the games we've already played. But another one where this is actually these teams fighting for being in or out of the relegation spots.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Luminosity, I thought that they were in for a strong contention of who would get the wooden spoon between them and Envy, but they really started to make like a run back into things. They started to take some maps. They took like a 2-0 over Cloud9, I think. So you are right. I mean, it's between them and compLexity to really sort of cement themselves into the Pro League. And Luminosity's like been a name that's a mainstay of the Pro League. They've always done quite well in it. So it would be weird to see them in a relegation series.
Yeah, especially when, of course, they had that SK lineup for, well, the MIBR now lineup for a while.
But even the one after that.
And yeah, the lineup after that was decent. Of course, all of these teams, not these ones, but the top 6 teams, of course, all vying for their spots in the finals. We are on the road to Odense, which is where the finals will be this year. So make sure to be there in person. If you can watch it, all get streamed. If you can't, it will be some amazing action. The Pro League finals are always good fun. I've not been able to attend one yet because they always tend to be, you know, not in Australia. So
you have to be a Denmark. Soon. Bad luck, mate. You have to be a Denmark.
A whole. Yeah. Can I be one whole Denmark, please? Maybe. But either way, that will be good fun. If you guys want to make your way over, you can do that when the season comes to an end, which it hasn't just yet. So back to this matchup. So for those who aren't familiar with how this works, so the top 6 of every season, which go through to LAN, 7 through 9, you're not going to LAN, but whatever. You played the season. See you next time. Exactly. Yeah. Then 10 through 12. 12th, last place. Currently Envy. Auto relegated. Straight into Mountain Dew League. Catcher. The next 2 spots above that, though, one of which is Luminosity. Those guys play a relegation series against some of the other top teams of MDL. And if you win that, you stay in Pro League. If you lose that, you go down. So now compLexity, having had some bit iffy results so far in the Pro League after a hot run at the Major, they're currently placed at number 9th. So as it is, if they finish the season, if the season was to end right now, before we play this game, compLexity, whatever, you've not had a great season, but we'll still see you next season. Luminosity, you guys go into MDL playoffs. With Luminosity playing against them here, it's number 9 versus number 10. So if compLexity win this, then, you know, sure, they're going to make themselves a bit safer in that 9th, we're not getting relegated series. Luminosity can potentially make their way out of that. Now, they're currently sitting on 4 wins, 10 losses, compLexity at 4 and 8. So compLexity grab this, they move to 6 and 8, they can move up a little bit further. But for Luminosity, there's a chance if they can grab this series that they can maybe push themselves out of danger of relegation. So yeah, Luminosity, of course, looking to be the best they can be all that they can be. And they can do that with the help of MSI.
Okay.
Every time, mate. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
MSI, who make, of course, an amazing line of gaming products, GPUs, motherboards, all sorts of nice things that will make your games look beautiful and amazing and lovely and run at all of the frame rates. Because
or if you're like me, you just turn everything on low because you like the look of Play-Doh.
Sure, but how many frame rates will that Play-Doh have?
Lots of frame rates.
All of the frame rates.
All of the frame rates.
Can I get at least 3 frame rates with my Play-Doh, please? Are international viewers going to know what Play-Doh is? Is it a thing outside Australia?
Yeah, I think so, mate.
Okay.
I don't think that's
Is it under another name? I don't actually know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, this is a bit of a weird conversation. Bit of an odd one, so let's have a look at some odds, shall we? The Betway odds for the series. compLexity slightly favoured to take this, mate. Look, it's fine. Just go with it. Roll with me here. Just like compLexity's logo. And Luminosity's, they're both circles, they roll.
See who's going to roll over who.
We're going to be getting a roll on with this broadcast and not talk about all of this bad content, if you ask me. But Luminosity, the outside, slightly. compLexity favoured in this. What do you think? Where are your, where's your prediction lying? Where's your heart at? Apart from the mini
See, here's the thing. My brain tells me that Luminosity's got no chance because when I was watching Luminosity, they were getting rolled, literally. And they've made a bit of a run in Pro League in matches that I have not watched.
Right.
So if they've been impressive in those matches, and I mean, they took a 2-0 over Cloud9, and it seems like they are really trying to fight to avoid relegation. And if that is the case, I think that they can take this out against compLexity. I personally think it'll be a 1-1 no matter what, because that is not anything to do with Luminosity. That's a compLexity thing. compLexity is that team that's like, yeah, this map wasn't really feeling it, but then into the next map, they're like, hey guys, you have absolutely no chance.
Hey guys, have you met this guy? Have you met any of our players? This guy's name is Stanislaw. He's just going to frag a lot for some reason. Here's Def. He's from the UK. By the way, Android, all of these guys, they can all certainly have hot games. Slight bit of humour aside, but moving into Dust2 is our first game. Keish the second. It's a mirror of our first series in Rogue versus Envy and Def. Fast push up top mid. They come back to look at him and he catches a dink. Very sharp from Henny there. That's going to be Luminosity cancelling their A hit already, and all 5 players of Cole are choosing to play short.
They're not playing CT anymore. They're playing T.
Sure, why not?
T on CT. I like it. Well, everybody will be having some time to make some tea because this round isn't going anywhere fast, and compLexity are kind of just running around by like a bunch of chickens. I thought there was only chickens on Inferno, but now they've been implemented into Dust2. compLexity just spread out a little bit more.
Chickens on Dust2 for ages, mate. Come on.
Really? Where are they?
They're hanging out.
Oh yeah?
Just around. Oh, the Glocks from Luminosity, so sharp. Shazam cops a 99 tag. Hate to see it. Yay, trying to hold from CT, but instead it's Android who's going to step up with the first, but so much damage has been done by these Glocks, and Android really, really sharp with this USP. Finds 2 incredibly quick ones for 3 total. A round that started with a push long, then 5 CTs on short. Now boils down to 3 players in CT, 1 on B, and the T's once again trying to go short.
They're playing T side. I told you.
New meta. Play T on CT.
They're all playing whether you buy guns, which is going to mean that Luminosity is going to be able to make their way up cat. That would be nice. They need a bomb plant. They don't need it, but they want a bomb plant. If you can get a bomb plant, you take the bomb plant, because that's going to help you grab your utilities, especially for Luminosity, a team that their Orbers. Hold that thought though. If Yell hits all these shots.
Hold on a minute. This could be dangerous, but no, now Zol and Henny, still the 1 HP player to deal with, and we'll get that, but no, spotted out both. Doesn't matter. Android's too sharp. 4K on the pistol round for him with that USP.
So anyway, to continue that thought.
Go for it.
As Stanislaw stares directly into our souls with his player model. Luminosity needs all the money that they can get. Obviously, it'd be great to win the pistol round, but when they can't, it'll be good for Henny to be able to have 3,400 and then save again, and he'll have enough for an AWP. And usually you don't get an AWP in your second gun round. That's a new thing.
New thing.
Oh, they're buying.
Not a thing, it's a thing.
They're buying.
They are buying.
It's madness.
Galil, Henny Scout.
I love how Henny's fighting mid and shooting other people while they throw the guns on spawn and decide who's going to get them. They're literally on the floor in T-spawn. Neck is... Oh, no.
I actually realized I had that many guns because that was taking a little while.
I was like, why is there a spot in the bottom left of Neckers' thing? He just doesn't have a pistol.
Yes, he does indeed not have a pistol. Who needs a pistol when you've got 30 bullets? Apart from, you know, when you run out of those bullets, but let's not use logic too much here. Henny takes a big tag, so we're probably going to swap this AK off to... No, he can't actually. No one else has armor, and the others that do, I mean, he can swap it with Yell for the Galil. He's got a little bit more HP and armor to back it up, but... things a little bit awkward off the start for Luminosity. Going to be grouping up together over towards that B bomb site. No one contesting them in uppers just yet.
You almost wish they could take a tack timeout to sort it out, but then it gets really obvious. It's like, why are you taking a tack timeout now?
Because we have too many guns and not enough players, or the other way around. They're going to go for a contact into B, and Android, star of the pistol round is waiting.
The
Star of
molly
this
timing.
round as well. Ooh, the molly, perfect. Although Def does steal one of Android's kills, just a fraction.
How
40
dare
seconds
you.
left, 5v3. Def managed to make it over the other side of the tunnels. So now he can just sit in this corner with an MP9 and be like, right, go on, rush, do it. Or Steel can just hit the shot with the scout. Android feeling decidedly lonely on this bomb site, but the bomb's already back in T-spawn. They're pretty much decided they're saving here already. And he's like, nah, I don't care if I have the bomb. I also have an AK, and I will be staying here. Thank you. So Luminosity will save through. Just waiting on pretty much the timer to expire. No one from Cole. I say no one from Cole, actually. Yeah, he's on a bit of an adventure. I don't at all favour him in that fight against Henny with an MP9, but, you know, maybe. but Henny's not going to be peeking, and he will be hearing these footsteps in just a second, so he might be able to swing out and clean up. Yay, no, choosing to stay down.
By the way, Tim.
Yep.
Do you remember what that outline looked like in comparison to that car? How it's like feet are well and truly under the car and the rest of his body while it's crouched is like the size of the car.
Yep.
How would he even fit in there, mate? What is that a car made for? Like 12-year-olds?
Have you seen high-end sports cars?
I guess so,
Because
yeah.
they're all like, you know, you could stub your toe on them and fall over them.
Lean back.
Luminosity with slightly better buy in this round, but
Slightly more things.
slightly more things, but most of them were saved from last round, so I'm not sure if it really counts. On the complexity side, going for a bonus round, which is actually going to work out, care of that Luminosity force and save. Not going to be worrying about going into a full gun round here like you would be in normal new money meta situations. I'm going to be locking down short with the scout as well. He can do a lot of damage here. Even if he's not hitting headshots, if he can just hit a few body tags, then he's making a lot of space for Stanislaw there. The fake out needs to be, but they go up short. And sure enough, Shaz hits the first shot. And looking for the rest. He's going to clean up his own kill first and not quite get that, but it's all just bait for Stan. And there he is, striking late. 2 quick kills for him. And he gets 1, but he's on 2 HP, and that will be an easy cleanup for the MP9. Indeed it is. Quick and clean from Ye. His teammate actually steals his gun and he won't get to the AK. Could have had 2 rifles there, boys. Stan had just not done that, but that's okay. It's a small thing.
But this is actually terrible for Luminosity. They've got to save. They're looking to put complexity up to 4-0, and complexity are going to have unbelievable amounts of money. That's like even worse than before the change happened. You're in an even worse position. I don't know how they're going to be able to afford double AWP either. If they want that. It's the T side after all. And also, who's going to AWP? Who's been AWPing when they've been winning? Because, like, I've always seen Yell and Henny always swap it back and forth between them, which has really made it a struggle for their consistency, not because of who's actually AWPing, but because of who's rifling.
From what I've seen of this team, I haven't watched them, clean. I haven't watched them in a little while, but it always used to be Henny who was the superstar AWPer on this lineup.
Yeah, it's kind of weird now, though. Like, literally every other round, they swap.
As it is, they just fed the bomb into Def's waiting hands, and Lucas will be able to clean that up. Even grab that gun and try and make a bit of a play here, but there's Android to clean it. No real worries there. Complexity up 4-0, as you say. The money from Luminosity is there now, but they've already given over 4 rounds to their opponents, and they're going to take a tack time out to discuss what to do with this buy.
They need to start going on a bit of a run here. Complexity's money is getting out of control. Do they have an AWP yet on Complexity? Where's Shazam's gun? He's kind of just zooming around.
I can't see one. Maybe they'll drop one.
Yeah, maybe he's going to get the AWP. Someone's got the AWP.
One on the T side. AK, it looks like only one.
It's like Yell's gloves to me, but I don't know. Don't remember.
Know their inventories well enough. Someone's not bored over there, so... Oh no, there's the AK. So 4 AKs and an AWP for them, and...
There's the AWP.
There's the AWP. Shazam buys late. That's what I thought would happen. So 4 rifles, 1 AWP each side by the looks of things, and Henny's got it, as you say.
As I did not say. I said the opposite. But anyway.
You said they both have it. But you said right then that Henny's had it, which is what I was referring to, so it's fine. I was literally just reaffirming your statement from 2 seconds prior.
Whatever, Tim. They're going to take cat control.
This guy.
And they've taken it without too much utility. They've really just kind of walked up there. I suppose that's because they've heard a lot of utility being used at long by the CTs, which means that you can kind of just be like, well, they're probably not there because they're over there.
That's real gutsy from Henny.
Well, Henny does gutsy better than most.
Just charges straight up B, like, yeah, oh, Android. Expecting Henny to have backed off, but hasn't given him the privilege. Ye does have full control of bedroom here, which gives Shazam full freedom to focus on short and or mid. Most likely short, given that Def is rotating back out to help him out with mid. Or I lied, it's Stan, actually. So if they do decide to commit to this short push, which it looks like they might, Shaz's going to have a bit of a field day. Looks like it's going to be the A split here, and Complexity are in a great position to stop this, but Ye's going to eat a molly, and they will have heard him getting out of dodge and taking damage from that, so now they know that he's close. That smoke will confirm it. They're changing up. They want to go out mid to B. 30 seconds left. Luminosity shifting their sights over towards the B bomb site. Stanislaw close on around with the first point of contact along with Def. They're actually double committing this. I really like that. Yay, getting involved now. Stan shuts down 2. Excellent work. B bomb site undefended temporarily, but 15 seconds left. Def has all the time in the world to swing on this. There's no utility left. There's that one smoke. That's it. Ye's already here on the quick flank. Drops the bomb. Lucas left all alone, and Def will clean him up. At least they all die before the time, but Luminosity get nothing done in the end.
Gonna have to be a save. Oh, it's gonna be a buy, sorry. Double AWP gonna be coming out on the side of compLexity. I'm not sure if they actually upgraded that or not. compLexity in complete control of this game. I kind of like what Luminosity did there. They threw like the CT drop smoke and then they went to mid to B with it. Might be a little bit less obvious for compLexity to read. Looked like they were pretty well dialed into what Luminosity was trying to do regardless though. Fast up cat will be a lot of these Luminosity players stuck behind a Molotov for the time being, but pretty soon it's looking like they want to get a wriggle on, as Jordan would say, or are looking to get a wriggle on.
Gonna have to start to. Just continue to add words that are something to. Gonna have to start to look to want to, you know, just all of that is the Jordan special. Shazam is ready to drop, or to lock down, I guess drop the ferocity of this short push, I suppose, if I must work that word in. Smoke will delay them even longer. And compLexity only have 2 smokes and 1, Luminosity even, only have 2 smokes and 1 flash of their own. So I don't have much utility to make this short push work. I don't have much of a presence anywhere else on the map either. Lucas is in lowers, but not like they have a whole bunch of map control they can suddenly fall out of short and default over to.
No, they're all just in the center and compLexity's everywhere else.
Yeah, he's got long control once again.
Gonna go for a 2-2 split. It's gonna be pretty hard to get these trades, especially if Stanislaw comes in.
That flash was just a second early, but Stan shot it down last round. He's looking to do it again here. Definitely enjoyed everyone doing their jobs at the moment. One trade comes in, but bomb actually is on the B bomb site, and that's the sauciest thing in the world. Yeah, we're just gonna get spammed down.
It's actually kind of weird to see compLexity with like 2 ready for the mid to B every single time and the extra player on the B site. It must be very comfortable with Shazam playing from that car position and playing retake A.
They've got so much control A, because Ye's down out bedroom every single round, so he has the early info on it, even if they try and molly him out like they did 2 rounds ago.
True.
He's able to smoke it and fall back, and that gives Shaz complete freedom to look at short and only short. Doesn't have to worry about me because he's got teammates right there. So the only way the Luminosity can really stop that setup is just by getting out long, actually putting pressure on Ye, and that means there's less freedom for Shaz. As it is, with their slow style, compLexity can just be like, right, 2 dudes A, Ye's doing most of the work. Means we can put all of our manpower onto stopping this B push, which, speaking of B pushes, it's going to be one. 4 players here. Lucas trying to deal with Ye out long.
Luminosity, have they seen that he's been getting it hard yet? I don't think so,
they molled him out and then he threw a smoke in there, so they did hear him get out of there once. But in the meantime, the push coming into B. Neki's going to trade it, and Def needs to be careful not to go too hard here. He can just sit here and lock this down. Good grenade. Ouch. Touchdown. The flick will do one more. Steele's here with an AK-47 on the bomb side there. Now he's going to hear that AK, so he's not going to go too far. In the meantime, Ye just won the duel onto Lucas over at long. So yes, they do know that Ye is doing that, but can they stop him? Not right now. And Def, a great shot for the 3K. 7-0, compLexity powering ahead.
They're having one of these performances, Tim. There's not much you can really say about it. They have all of the control of the map. They're winning all the aim duels. Luminosity looking a little bit flat, as is custom for them, I feel like. At least from the games that I've watched. So, I mean, already, like we have pointed out, I think compLexity's a little ahead of them in the league. So if compLexity wins this map, then Luminosity are going to have to go for a 1-1 split to even make it possible to breach that gap. But if compLexity gets to 2-0, then it's going to be pretty rough to come back into it.
Certainly will. Bare minimum, Luminosity should be avoiding that auto relegation spot. I think Envy are pretty well stuck in that now.
Yeah.
But, of course, it would be nice to not have to play relegation games at all, and that is what Luminosity are going for.
Plus, honestly, I feel like Luminosity are going to be a lot more vulnerable to getting beaten by some of those MDL teams than compLexity will be. Yeah, just shutting down long. It's like you said, Tim, You made what the call was going to be, but you didn't call the fact that Ye was going to destroy everybody. It's pretty hard to do so.
Now they're going to try from mid to B split, and complexity's setup's actually shifted over towards more A. So Def on his own here, and Henny's going to find it.
A good adjustment from Luminosity. Usually they've been so hesitant in the 4-on-5s, like they've just waited in mid. But this time they're decisive. They go straight into B after they lose that long control, and it works out beautifully for them.
Speaking of waiting in mid, or they're so aware, they're going to clear this. Yell somehow comes out the better of that one. I feel like Stan should have had that, but keeps it in a 3-on-3. The utility from Matisse all but expended, but still, it's doing a lot of work, and Droid doesn't realize he's burning.
He's a robot, Tim. He can't feel it.
Can't feel fire, that's true. Ooh, almost a great pick there for Ye. He does get the kill in the end, but Lucas will clean up Shazam. So first round on the board for Luminosity.
Indeed. Man, Luminosity. They want this game.
They do.
They've taken more tactical timeouts than I've seen from the rest of everybody else today.
That's true. Today there hasn't been many. We've had a few over the weekend, but today everyone's just sort of been pushing through. Using eco rounds as tech timeouts in that one case on Cash.
That doesn't count. I refuse. Unless the little graphic comes up and the groovy music, it's not a timeout.
Okay. Okay. I did have something I was going to follow that up with, but it's not really worth it. We could be talking about Counter-Strike instead, which is what we're going to do. Luminosity need to be careful here. That tac pause is pretty much entirely discussing how to avoid the reset, because when you lose the pistol and you lose the first 7, you're getting full money really quickly. Henny destroys Def.
Do you think that was part of the discussion?
Yes. Henny get 1 kill.
Henny go kill.
Henny go kill.
Will do.
Okay.
Not
yeah,
you,
because now
Lucas.
they've lost that full round loss bonus. They are going to have some money troubles if they lose this round, but yay. Going to get caught out with his pants down. Gun not in hand. Shazam needs to have a big round here, but he's going to throw the flash and make some space for himself. There's Stan helping out too through the gap in the smoke. They're going to actually flash him through. Stan gets fully blinded though, so he can't capitalize on it. That said, Shaz, was that while dropping? Henny's going to trade it back into a 2 versus 2. Bomb sighted out long, and the nade going to touch down on Lucas for some decent damage. The real story though, it's going to have to be this long push. Both players are on short, and Android going to take out Lucas. I actually thought we were looking at a CT, so I got a little bit bamboozled, but still, both CTs are now on short.
It's a very winnable round for Henny, though.
It is. He's got plenty of time. He's going to plant that bomb safe for himself. He's even got the flashbang that he can use to get some space, but hasn't planted for long, so he has to stay on this bomb site now. And they've got to peek it together. There they go, and he misses the shot. Even then, it would have only been 1 before getting traded, so good work from compLexity. And now, the worst has come to pass for Luminosity. Money in the bin. They can get drops out, they can even force, but yep, reset spaghetti.
Spaghetti everywhere.
All over the floor of T-Spawn. Not CT. See how lovely and clean and spaghetti-free it is? There's dirt everywhere, but that isn't spaghetti.
Yeah. What is this not spaghetti on the floor? We are clean. Squeaky clean.
Look at all that spaghetti. Everywhere. Pistols for Luminosity. The suicide rush. I like it. Flashbang out mid. Are you really just going to bum rush Shazam? I love it. Do it. Why not? Kill the AWPer. Stan is ready on short, but catches a saucy dink early on. Going to fall back, not be give too much to these pistols, but he's able to get the last 3 kills. There it is. And all up to Henny, who's just copped a fat tag from Shaz through the door. Baiting exceptionally well, but baiting out the shots at least.
Man, it's exactly like you said. The strategy was so clear. It was a suicide rush.
bum rush.
How fast can we get killed?
That quickly.
That wasn't that quick. See, Henny wasn't listening to the caller.
Nah. Good as Henny. Got to go with the call. Look, whatever. Bit of a useless round for Luminosity. Not much they really hope to get out of it. A couple kills, maybe a bomb plant. That was all. And oh my god,
Can
Henny's
you
hit
stop,
it again.
mate?
He's got that timing so far down. It's such an early pick as well, but he's nailing it. Yeah, he's found one though. Will be falling straight out. Doesn't want to get traded. Keeps the situation even for his team. But yeah, look, they've got to... They might even have to start delaying that jump to B if Henny's going to keep finding that timing, which means they can then exploit that with a B rush if they want to go for it.
Nice little boost to change up the setup. I'm going to give Luminosity the long control. Where's Henny and Yell? Because they're the only 2 with smokes. And will they throw cross smokes or will they throw the deep smokes?
That's the question. Let's see. They're still a little bit concerned about a pit anchor for now. No one going to be there, but
that's how you're going to use your smokes? Really, boys?
They're going to... Please tell me they're going to boost Snorper over this or something.
The last two smokes you had.
A wall of smokes at bottom long, and then you're going to fall out. So you're going to take any site that you go to dry, I guess. It's going to have to be the way.
Against double orbs.
And unfortunately, for Luminosity, maybe they could have been gambling on the fact that Henny's going to find someone through the fading smoke, but no one's actually peeking long from Cole. They don't need to be. So sure, they've got Henny set up there. He might get a pick if Ye gets a little bit over-exuberant, but it's going to have to be a dry side take from here with 30 seconds left. And there is still util on Cole. They've got 2 smokes, a Molotov and a grenade. It's only on 2 players, but they've got plenty to delay the plant and the push. Yeah, going to find the wallbang, but there's smoke number 1. Nope. Not quite. Chooses to fall back instead. Goes for a quick pick. Here comes smoke number 1. Here's Ye. Going to get 2. Bomb down on short. This round is unwinnable. LG know it too. Henny's found a kill with a block somehow. Lucas drops into CT, straight into Stan, and they're going to get the double lock back as well. So some decent damage by Luminosity at the last second, but...
That's the kind of thing that you'd expect to see out of a team that doesn't all speak the same language, like an international team. Where the RGL goes, you guys need to do a wall of smoke to get to the bomb site. They're like, okay, and they throw it across long instead of across elevator.
I don't know. Somewhere there is a use for that. But in that context, it's the last 2 smokes with...
You already got long
not that
control.
Much time left. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you had more smokes, you'd get like a sick AWP boost out of that and pick someone who wasn't ready. But when it's your last 2 smokes, I feel like there's got to be a better use. Doesn't matter though. Luminosity down 1 and 10. Need to find something here. They've just got pistols. compLexity certainly looking on point. They're about to run up into Stan, who's locking down short. Easy, maybe not. He's going to get the first one though and be able to fall back, continuously changing his angle, and now the frags start to rain in, as do the grenades. Massive damage from those, and Stan the AWPer, showing up. All left onto Henny, left very low, and
I haven't
Def
seen
hadn't
that
got
since
that.
like
Stan hit that.
2016, mate. 2015 or 2016 since I've seen Stanless slaw on and all.
Attack timeout again from Luminosity. Much to discuss as we have a look at Casbah.
It's that way.
It is, and it's historic.
B for Casbah. It's where the bomb site is. You can clearly see, look, it's even the towers look the same. It's got nothing to do with the architecture of the general area.
No, nothing at all. Nothing to do with the fact the rest of the map looks like that. So, what in your mind is, I'm not going to say the failing for Luminosity, but what is the success for Cole? Let's flip the question. What's going so right for them?
The rotations, the aggression, the ability to shut down Luminosity on all parts of the map. They can't get long control. They can't come out B. The utility usage, the economy's rolling. Everything, really, is going the way, except for Henny occasionally shooting someone through mid-doors.
Which he got like 2 rounds in a row, and I think once earlier in the game, but not much beyond that.
And the only other round where Luminosity got anything done was they got absolutely shut down on long, so they go, oh god, let's quickly go into B, and that worked.
Yep. But still only just. Yay. Gonna get overwhelmed in pit.
Okay.
No support
I think
for
that's
him.
the first time, right?
That's the first time that they've killed Yay.
They need to make the most of this. They got first pick, and it wasn't mid-doors. They need to do something off of the back of this, because indecisiveness has been the killer for Luminosity so far. Every time they wait around, nothing happens. This time it's going to work out for them.
Surely they saw Def if they're in a position to get that pick. Because Henny, I think, jumped in the suicide box to look for that. I don't think they saw Def.
Yeah, I'm going to go with nah.
They did not at all. He's able to get a big spray through, gets 1 kill and stays alive. But the backstab is coming, and at this point all they have to do is make noise for Lucas to come through, and there it is. 2v4. Shazam and Android. Android, he makes some noise in the smoke, but does get through it with the kill. And that's going to give Shazam the power to move now, but he's just chosen to fall straight back into CT. Got a player out long already, so most likely a plant for Henny here. Flash comes over long. That will distract Henny. He has to turn back now. Has to go look at that. Util has also run dry really early for Luminosity here. Will anyone go for a pick? Okay, they have 1 more molly. I lied. Android's dead. We'll get overwhelmed, so now it's just Shaz trying to save his AWP. Luminosity have found an answer, at least for 1 more round. Oh, and Shazam's going to be in trouble, maybe? No, nails a shot on Neckers. I thought he dropped into trash, but doesn't matter. Yell might actually cut Shazam off here. It's not going to matter. Henny's going to get it. They've got all the money in the world on the CT side, so not a real big issue.
So that was actually the second time. The other time where they got long control was the time they did those wall of smokes randomly.
Yeah, that counts as long control.
So, look.
But it's the first time that they've entered Yay for free.
Well, worked out beautifully for them and got them around. So, this time they're not going to do more of that. They're going to do a pretty sweet change up here. A quick cat though, but it's really looking like Shazam, and I really thought that Stanislaw was going to make his way over to Goose there.
Choosing to back Yay up instead. Concerned about what happened to Yay last round. They want to make sure they hold on to this, but I mean, Shaz should well be able to hold his own here. And Nade does very little. And I can't decide who's the bait and who's the switch at this point. Neither of them want to peek. Okay, it is Yay. Thought so. It's a bit conservative going down deeper in pit, but they're going to draw out. They know that Yay's been in pit. They're going to draw them out of long if they do go that way, and then Stan will grab that kill. That means they can turn around and help fight A, where Shaz is waiting with the AWP.
Utility from compLexity has been so good in all of the mid rounds.
Well, they know where Stan is. There's no
can't
other
get
reason
him,
to
though.
put out that molly. It's true, they can't.
Look how much util they still have. It feels like they just threw a billion smokes and mollies. Now they've got 3 more mollies, 1 more being dropped by Shazam.
Wasting all of the time, and an emergency mid to B has been called.
This might actually work out better than a lot of these other rounds.
No, Android's fighting up, and Def's still here on scaffolding. They haven't checked it yet, and they're not going to. He's going to get the 1 kill. Needs to try and get some more here, but 30 seconds. Choose to go down and fight for it. Henny is ready, but there's Yay striking late. And now all up to steal. Won't be able to get past Yay. Double AWP save through. compLexity 12 and 2.
It went better than a lot of the indecisive calls that Luminosity's been doing, though. You have to give them that. The main reason why it sort of failed, I feel like, is the pacing. I felt like it was a bit of a Congo line, but everyone had a bit of a late reaction time. You had one guy all the way up near big site, one guy halfway up the ramp, one guy in mid, one guy was still in short, one guy's at Xbox. It's like, the spacing is terrible.
Let's see if the second time they go for the fast cat it works. There's actually 2 players here, so good luck. The Deagle spam working out very well indeed, but Yay's still going to get the better of it. Ooh, neck is. All right then. 2 quick Deagle shots. He's going to throw a gun over to his teammate as well.
He's got the AWP. Ill's just chilling out mid, but Android with the uppers push. compLexity's always 1 step ahead, except there.
Okay. A little bit messy, but Android gets it done. That said, though, Neckers has been overwhelmed. So now, not only do all the CTs have, or the Ts have guns, they're not going to have as much to do in order to stop Android. So 12-3. LG at least get 3 happening.
Yeah. I don't know how much more they can do, though. It seems like compLexity's in kill mode, which is never a good thing if you're the other team. Maybe this could still be a 1-1 apiece, though, if Luminosity, even if Luminosity aren't able to make a bit of a comeback into this game. That was a very crisp path from compLexity. Very beautiful stuff. But at the same time, I felt like Luminosity kind of got themselves off to a bad start in the first place with that force buy. compLexity shut that down quite handily, which got their economy rolling. Half the reason why they were so dominant is they had double AWPs. They would never had to save. They always had millions of smokes and Molotovs.
Actually millions. They never seem to run out. Steal with the HE in the kit instead of a kit and a smoke. Playing over towards B, so he was hoping a B rush came his way, but not going to be the case. Instead, Cole now taking some mid control. Still got 1 Molotov left on Yay. That's about it in terms of util, but they can either use that to get onto the bomb side, or Yay can hold onto it and moy the bomb. In a post-plant situation, there's no smoke to extinguish it. compLexity, though, repositioning. Look like they want to go out long, and Nekiz is in an excellent spot for this. He's sitting at close long, and he's set up a car. See what he's able to get done. He's going to have a lot of very angry terrorists coming his way, and if they all jump around the corner at 1, if the spacing is good, he shouldn't get too much more than maybe 1, and in the end, he won't even get that. It's Henny to come down and steal it from him, but they will recover it in the end. Henny and Nekiz get 2 each and Yell to close it. Excellent shutdown from Luminosity.
Yep. And such a clean pistol is a great way to boost your morale and break up a little bit of momentum from compLexity. Might not seem like a big deal, but when you smash him in the pistol like that, it makes you feel like maybe there's a chance. full save out of compLexity. They're probably just going to be looking for a bomb plant to get straight back into the swing of things.
Seems likely at this point, but awful lot of util coming in. Still not going to be burned by that up on the boost. But Luminosity know better than to push that.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while before some of those wooden boxes start to catch fire. It's good for a little bit longer.
Now will Steel go out into T-spawn here? Makes the correct decision. Would have been nasty for either them or him.
But at what point do you go, there was no one there and there's no one in mid. Surely they're in long hut. There's no way they're in backyard.
Where are the Oh my.
You ever heard of a sneaky bomb plant?
The timing. Go B. Go B. Go B. No. Of course they cannot know what we know, but
hey,
that B bomb side is still open. Here comes Henny. Heard it all. Just being a warrior. Gonna get overwhelmed, but unlucky. That could have been the bomb plant, but just gonna try and get out. And Shazam looks at the body of his fallen teammate in despair. Nothing he can do. If only they knew how open the bomb site was for them there, but of course they cannot know, and you can't really fault them for that. Nothing achieved with the Glock round apart from a single frag, and now gonna buy up. Orp onto Shazam immediately. It's Glass Cannon with no util, but he's got it. And there is an answering one on Henny.
beautiful.
Perfect from Shazam. Almost feels like he pre-fired that, but it was a nice quick shot. Actually not convinced he didn't. Either way, flash comes into long. Grenade is perfect. Look how much damage that does. 3 players on half HP, and Lucas wants to pop flash this, but instead going to get flashed around the corner, and a lot of spam going both ways at the moment. There's 3 CTs against this wall. If the T starts spamming it, Lucas goes to fight around the smoke, and no one actually able to trade that just yet. I think he's going to get another smoke out. The CTs have so much util here, but that does make sense. There is 3 of them. All fighting it long here, and unfortunately for the T's, they cannot get out right now.
What is going on?
They try to boost one up, but Yell's ready for it. They now know there's another one under blue. This is a wacky round. And just in case, Steel's looking down mid with the AWP in case things go horribly astray. But now the frag starts to trickle in. Still 2 players out here. And the long hold is solid. Shazam steps up with one, noses another, but will actually get away from Yell. And will catch that frag! Oh my goodness. Shazam on for the ace. And he's got an AWP duel up against Steel. Chaz has to go back for that bomb, and I think he's just about going to get it. Is he holding the angle? He's actually waiting for Steel to walk into him here. Is he going to hit this shot? Chaz will get that, the ace! Saving his team from a complete mess of a round. I have no idea how he gets that one on Yell in pit, but huge plays from Shazam.
Well, it's a classic case of the old 96 in 4 there. Just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, so quick. So quick.
93 in 4. My mistake.
Love some M4 for that. So that's going to put Luminosity's money in a not good place. Shazam even managing to get out long and avoiding 2 nades when they take 4 damage.
Well, that's the second round where Shazam's killed Henny like 5 seconds in.
In a different place as well.
Sorry, Henny, you don't get to play Counter-Strike today.
Sorry, mate. Hope you aren't looking forward to this or anything. The walk push into uppers will be rewarded. Android goes down, but he was only the SMG. Def, with the MAC-10, is waiting for Yell. The crouching MAC-10.
Hidden.
It's like the crouching Tiger, but with more MAC-10 and less Tiger.
Yeah, but what's hidden?
The crouch is the only thing in common, really. It's going to flash out Yell, but a little caught out by that. Would have been dead if not for the fact that Stan Def even had a bad gun. Ooh, and Neck is very quick on the trade there as well.
How's it gone like this? Well, Shazam's still alive, so there's always potential here.
Yeah, but surely not. Yeah, no. Not checking that. And Steel this time will be able to clean up that frag. Even going to go for the AWP and no scope. Went for the quick scope. Maybe the 1v2. 44 seconds left. Plenty of time for Ye to work with here. Bomb on back, and he's going to make it away before the backstab comes in from Lucas. So Ye, I think, just about has the timing to go up onto A.
Yeah, he goes to A. A children's book by Tim.
Problem is, Lucas is going to clear tunnels. Not a children's book by me, because it doesn't rhyme. Ye, though, will get the bomb down. His team will certainly be cheering for him. He's got a chance in this 1 versus 2. Single flashbang to work with. Most likely going to use that to force the issue here, or get himself across long safely. No AWP available for him. That's going to give it up, but there you go. Flash into CT. That'll slow them down. They are both coming from B, though, so yeah, he's got time to work with here.
And he's going to be able to get him hit.
Him.
Lucas has got a smoke, but they don't have a kit.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 10-second defuse. Has the flashbang up high. Don't know exactly where he's playing from yet. The flash going to give it away, and they've got to get on site yet. First, there's the first one spotted, and Shaz, or Yay even, going to get away. Going out for the spray, and Yay, 1 versus 2. His teammates will certainly be happy with that. 14-5. Seems that compLexity can do no wrong.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a feels bad moment for Luminosity. You can't beat them as a team, and you can't beat them as individuals. May as well join them at this point.
Can't beat them, join them. compLexity pick up sub-team.
I mean, they have picked up a Brazilian team in 1.6 as well as an American team, so...
That's true. Spallum's on compLexity at some point. All right, Henny. Sick of not being able to play CS, I suppose. Disgusting scout shot from him. Surely this is not another round that Luminosity are able to convert here. Def strikes with perfect timing, removing Henny from the round, but there's 2 players pushed aggressive here on short, and the bomb is right there in front of them. Shazam, he's going to get caught out by that Def. That's pretty aggressive. They do know there's 2 players up there. Doesn't need to keep fighting this, but he's going to, and that'll force them back onto the bomb site. There's 2 players on A. There's a flash up and over, but Steele's found Shaz in the meantime. That's the bomb and an AWP down. 3v3. Steele going to get caught out by Yay. Not quite looking the correct way.
You just keep riding. You can't stop.
Just got to go. Got to do it.
I think Luminosity kind of has to go because compLexity is now making their way into the B-bomb site, and that is going to move them 1 step closer to the end of this game, which is many tears for Luminosity. They want to win this one. They've taken a lot of tactical timeouts very early on, and I think it's gotten them about that many rounds as tactical timeouts they've taken.
Neckers straight through the Molotov. Was that a team flash?
I don't know, but he was really taking it out on that hay there.
Perfectly timed. If he hadn't gotten flashed there, he could have actually stopped that plant, but well, let's have a look at this Henny shot. Alright, that was filth. Lovely. Match point for compLexity, 10 of them in fact, 15-5 over Luminosity. Henny's got a scout, so where Henny's got a scout there is hope. How much though, I'm not exactly sure. compLexity taking fast mid and short control. Yay, once again locking down long. There's 4 players out on A though. It's just Yell left to hold down B. compLexity have heavily favoured A in pretty much every round that matters. Of all of the rounds that have been against bye rounds, it seems like they've ended up on A. And he's here. Could go for the peak time with that scout, but Def knows how narrowly he avoided a haircut there and doesn't want to visit to the Henny barber today. Just going to use a bit of useful to force Henny back. Still got Yay lurking around at long. Def going to drop straight to CT, and Neck is ready for it, of course. Completely destroys him. They've got to be ready for Lucas here, Shazam. This is not an angle you should be entry fragging, but apparently it is. Going to find the first, but these Eagles, man, what the heck? compLexity will regain control of it, though.
This is definitely a deagling team. I don't know how much you've watched of them, but they always do well with the deagles. Anyway, what they don't do well with is when the opposing team runs up the only part of the map they're not holding onto the bomb site in a 3-on-2.
Yeah, I'm not seeing too much of this current iteration of Luminosity, but I've certainly seen a lot of these players on different lineups, and always very sharp gamers. Not sure how they're going to go in this retake, though, with no kit. Not sure if there's one available. Zan gets tagged heavy. I'm guessing that's Henny's scout going to work, but Android going to destroy Yell, and now it all falls to Henny. The would-be superstar of this team with a scout just going to get straight up peaked, and that'll be compLexity taking out map number 1 of their 2-map series here against Luminosity. That'll secure them 1 little bit higher above those relegation games.
Yep, in classic compLexity fashion. Hey guys, we decided to play the game of Counter-Strike today, and you're not allowed. Sorry, Henny, you'll have to wait in line.
Especially Shazam. Like, I don't know how he pulls an ace out of that situation, but that's just Shazam things. Yeah. It's been so much fun to see him coming back into this compLexity lineup and playing so well, because certainly, you know, he's a very historied and storied, I should say, NA AWP. We've seen him around a lot of teams, but I think his team before this was Echo Fox in the team before this, or do you have another one in between then?
Misfits, dude.
Misfits. Yeah,
remember that Misfits one? The one
that's the
was
exact
good?
That's the exact same lineup.
It's not.
Oh, it's not. They've got 2 French
really
guys.
Not.
Misfits was still... that was still a Sean team, though, which is what Echo Fox was, right?
Sean and Shazam.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I don't think they had anyone else.
Look, either way, so good to see him making a bold return with compLexity here. Stanislaw as well. Good to see them both playing well. I mean, Luminosity certainly tried to contest that. Henny in particular had a few very good rounds, a few very good early picks. He hit this shot like 3 rounds in a row. But really a whole lot that was gained by Luminosity in that one. What's your take on it?
I don't know. The Luminosity team has been very underwhelming, as have a lot of the Brazilian teams outside of MIBR. I think that they probably need a bit of a reformulate, and then we'll see how they go after that. As for compLexity, obviously a very impressive team, did fantastic things at the major. It's one of those cases of like, there's a good version of compLexity, and then there's a bit of a sadder version of compLexity, because I think it goes along the lines of Shazam's fairly consistent, I feel like, apart from an odd game, and then
when he has the up, yeah.
Def's always pretty consistent. I actually think he's quite underrated. But the real big catalyst of how well compLexity does, I feel like, is like, whenever Android and Ye play well, it enables Stanislaw to be able to frag really well. In a lot of the teams where people aren't fragging very heavily, Stanislaw often has fairly average games. But if other people are stepping up and fragging, like we saw that Optic roster in good form, then suddenly it like activates Stanislaw in a weird game, and then you've got like another fragger that's like cheating a little bit. It's like, you're not allowed 5 fraggers, stop it. But then Stanislaw activates and he goes into hyper carry mode.
He certainly can. I mean, this is a really good game individually from all of the compLexity players, I feel like. We certainly saw good moments from all of them. We had Ye with the 1v2, Shaz with the ace, Stan with a few good kills there as well. So that was a good fun game to watch for them. And for Luminosity, individually, they were certainly hitting some shots. Henny had a few okay rounds there, but just wasn't the full strength Luminosity that we'd like to see. And certainly that they'd like to be seeing, given that this is a match that could have inched them closer to getting out of these relegation games.
Yeah, definitely. I think that after this season, Inter Luminosity are probably going to have a little bit of a rethink, I would imagine, because none of them really got the results that they wanted. And when you look at all of the Brazilian players in all those rosters, you're like, man, all 10 of these guys are so good. How are you not doing better than this? But I suppose you can say that for so many teams at this point, your envies and stuff like that, and it's really down to the form factor. It's really down to who's doing well, who's practicing, who's hitting their shots, because let's face it, it's 2018 now. There's been a lot of years of Counter-Strike. Everybody's had an opportunity to have a little period where they've been good, but at the current moment, not everybody can be good. That's just not how it works.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that was, in essence, I mean, the first half at least was very, very quick from compLexity. The second half took them a little bit, but they did get the game closed out. It's quite a fast one in the end, and maybe in map 2 they're looking to play even faster, which you two can do with the help of Vodafone. Big shout out to them for sponsoring the Pro League and helping us all make all of this loveliness happen. Some great Counter-Strike has been watched so far, and of course, more to come. Now, this series is going to be a mirror of our first series in terms of the maps. So we've got Dust2 and then Cache, which is also what we had between Rogue and Envy. Now, given that that's how Dust2 has gone, Luminosity not having the greatest days so far. Do you feel like they can manage the 1-1 on Cache?
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a 2-0 for compLexity. I'm pretty sure that Dust2 is meant to be a Luminosity map, because every single series I've seen them in, they are always playing their Dust2 in that series. So I'm pretty sure that was meant to be their map, and compLexity absolutely spanked them on it. And now we're going into the second one where, I mean, I really don't think that I see much Cache from any Brazilian team. If you think back to SK's map pool, you think back to Immortal's map pool, Cache and Brazilians just don't go together, so I don't expect it to randomly change now.
Maybe not. We'll see, though. Only one way to find out. We'll watch map 2 between these two teams right after the break.